Hi, good morning, everyone. We'll see how markets moved yesterday and how it is going to be for today. Yesterday, we didn't see a great movement. Right now, you are seeing Nifty chart on my screen. Let me go back quickly to the 15 minutes because it didn't do much on a bigger time frame yesterday. So yesterday, we thought to rely mostly on previous high and previous low. So these were the levels like previous high and low for yesterday. After 15-20 minutes, we have seen some small whipsaw in Nifty breaking on the upside, but it didn't sustain. It came back. The reason is Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty didn't support. They were just trading very narrowly. That is the reason Nifty was unable to move up. So there was no great movement yesterday in Nifty. And for today, if you see any, as of now, it looks like there is almost 40-50 points negative on SGX Nifty. And if you see any breakdown strongly below this area, we can definitely enter put for the target of 18,500. This is the gap area. Probably once this gap is filled, maybe we can see some bounce back from these levels, at least like 80 points somewhere. If you see any strong breakout here, see, always it has to be a strong breakout. Any small breakouts, those can't sustain. If there is any strong breakout, the next candle has to go little above that. That is where you can enter long, and that candle low should be your stop loss. For example, here, if you thought like this is a breakout and the next candle has taken out that high, you can enter long, and the below this candle low should be your stop loss. See, if you look at multiple indices, it will give you more idea. Yesterday we didn't enter Nifty trade because Fin Nifty and Bank Nifty, they both were weak. They are not at all supporting Nifty. That is the reason we didn't enter Nifty trade. So it is always good to look at other indices also to see what they are doing. If all the indices are going in one direction, it will give you like good movement. So there is nothing much about Nifty. That is how it is. Below this level, we'll go put, above we go call. Now quickly, let me show you Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty also the same story. Even it traded like inside that first 15 minutes candle like for very long. Almost after 3:15, we have seen small whips above previous high, and again it was there. So the levels will remain same. Below this, it can come and touch this gap area. One can look to enter some calls over here around 44,050, and you can add some more quantity here, and your stop loss should be below. The plan is same like yesterday. And today, if you see a small gap down, and during the day, if you see any strong breakout here, we can definitely look to go long in Bank Nifty around these levels. Okay, now let me also show you what happened in Fin Nifty. Fin Nifty was like even more worse than Nifty and Bank Nifty. Uh, it didn't even come out of this first 15 minutes candle throughout the day. Almost at the end of the day, it came out. Here we didn't see much increase in premiums. I'll show you the trade which I entered yesterday on Fin Nifty. So if you see, this was my trade which I entered with 5 lots. The maximum risk was around 10,000. The maximum risk was around 10,000, which is like 2,000 risk per lot. This is like 5 lots, so it is showing 10,000 loss. There was no movement at all. So I made a lot of adjustments to the trade, and still I had to book somewhere around 10,000 loss in this trade. In other ways, this we can say this as like 5,000 loss, because I have added, I made double that quantity. Instead of 5 lots, I entered 10. When that combined premium was like 130, I added another 5 lots. So compared to this trade, this should have been like 20K loss, but by making some adjustments, I reduced it to 5,000. As it is like double quantity, I booked around 10,000 loss yesterday. But if you look at that range, the beauty of the adjustments, if you see this range, when I entered the initial trade, I was expecting Fin Nifty to move 100 points up or down, because it was exactly in the middle of this range, somewhere 19,525, 530. If Fin Nifty move like 100 points, it will reach my break even, and from there onwards, it will enter into the profit zone. After making all these adjustments, if you see, the range got much narrow. Now the range is 530 to 635. It came like almost from 200 points range to 100 points range. Just small spike like 50, 100 points from here would have given like a great profit, but it didn't happen because you can see how narrow range it has traded Nifty yesterday. But even if this movement, if we got like during the day instead of after 3 o'clock, that would have definitely given a great profit. So there was nothing much about that adjustment yesterday. Now, let me show you some stock ideas for this week. And remember, all these stocks, these are only for educational purpose only, not to invest and not to lose money. So these are the stocks which I am going to show you today. You can take a screenshot and you can observe them for educational purpose. So medium term, this is a monthly, not even monthly, this is medium to long term trade. You need to hold this for a couple of months to see the results in this trade. And weekly trades, we need to wait for a couple of days to week to give entry and as well as target. I can quickly show you all these stocks one by one. Take a look and see how they are working. So first I am going to Tarson. So Tarson, if I look on monthly chart, it is very simple. This is like a fall in price, and this candle is completely inside the previous month candle. And now this formation is bullish harami, and the high of this candle has been taken out. So we can definitely look to go long here, at least for this target. And the second target even could be more, like close to this range. So on a monthly, it is showing bit of bullish in Tarsan. And if it go below the low of this pattern, definitely we should come out of this trade. If anybody are more conservative, they can wait for this high also to be taken out and they can enter there. But the stop loss will become very much high if you enter there, as it has broken the high of this small candle, and as it is trading here, it is good idea to enter some quantity here and some quantity above this for conservative traders. So that is about Tarson. Let me show you GIL. So GIL, let me go back to the weekly chart. So on weekly, it has broken the trend. It came to the weekly demand area. It bounced there. This is one time where we found the trade and we made some entries here and we booked profits around these levels. And again, it came back to the same demand area, and we are seeing bouncing back on a demand from the demand zone on weekly basis. So if I go to the daily, you can see from the same demand, this is holding very strongly. As we don't trade tested levels, we could not take this entry here. But by looking at the strong breakout, it looks like definitely there is going to be some momentum here. It is worth taking some trades here in smaller time frames. Let me go back to the 75 minutes. So on 75 minutes, I have this nice rally-based rally. You need to be little patient to get entry in all these stocks. Wait for the price to get corrected. You don't know when you get, maybe in next few days, or maybe you need to wait for a week or so. Wait for the price to come to this level. We enter only when we get entry around this level. So this should be our entry and this should be our stop loss. And once if it starts moving in our direction, we can keep trailing stop loss. That is about GIL. See, now on banking, we are expecting banks to go all-time high. If banks has to go all-time high as it is trading at all-time high, there has to be some banking stocks which has to be strong bullish to move Bank Nifty to the higher levels. So HDFC definitely has to play a major role in order for us to see some bigger move. So here I'm seeing this gap area in HDFC. It is worth taking this 9 points risk in HDFC Bank and to take entry if we get a chance to enter around 16,000 1920 area. If you get chance to enter here, definitely we can enter long here. and this should be your first target, and if it breaks, definitely it can go even till 1672. So only if you see this momentum, then only we can see big movement in Bank Nifty above all-time high. This is one trade which we can give a try. So the other stock is Tata ELXI. So this is bit tricky. There are two levels here to trade on 75 minutes. So the best way is you can enter some quantity here and you can enter some quantity at the below level. So basically our entry should be here. But if you wait for this entry, if it just start going back from the first demand zone, you will be missing the trade. Even the best part to enter is like at the second demand zone. The problem is you don't know if it bounce back from the first level or if it come in between these two. So ideally you can enter, if you want to enter like 10 stocks, you can enter like 5 here and 5 at the second demand zone. So your average buying will be here and your stop loss will be below this. This is about Tata ELXI. Now let me go back to another stock, Phoenix Limited, and this is also a nice rally based rally level. So the entry will be here and stop loss this one. And one last one, let me go back to Ken Bank. So Canara Bank, you can try to enter around 300 and the stop loss should be below this. Wait for at least like 15-20 minutes, 15 minutes or 30 minutes candle to close, because sometimes we may see some whipsaw. Here you see some whipsaw. By the time it closes that 1 hour candle or 75 minutes candle, it went all the way above. So in the same way, wait for the candle. Try to take this SL on a stopping on a closing basis. Yeah, so that is how it is. So if this give you entry and if it reach these levels, for targets, let me go back to the daily level. Let me show you some supply areas on daily level. So once if it can cross this level, 316 will be the first target. And even it can go much deeper because there is one more zone above that around 332. So my expectation is at least you should be booking around 316. If it can go deep inside the zone, at least it can go in between these two zones. So I marked second target as 323. Once it go to the first target, you have to keep trailing your SL. Those are some stock ideas. And again, all these are for educational purpose only. Thank you so much for watching.